All right. Well, it's Thursday, 3 o'clock. It's actually 3:02, but that's right. Who's counting? Here at Tanner's Orchard. So today is Cooking with Grandma Tanner, and today she has a special guest, one of our greatest, our greatest, one of our, one of our employees. They're all the greatest. So Fabiola, and they're gonna show us how to make Shinolah squash, which I just had a piece of what they made in the oven the other day or yesterday or today. It was really good.
This morning.
It was really good. So, all right, Grandma Tanner and Fabiola, take it away.
Well, Fabiola, this is her third year working here. And this year she is doing caramel apples, and she keeps the displays full, and I think that's why we're selling more caramel apples. But she has worked in gourmet foods and serving trays in the dining area other years. So we have this cane sugar that Fabiola bought at the Mexican grocery store, and she has pounded it and crushed it with this hammer.
With this hammer, we use a cardboard like this.
Yeah. And pounded it like that. So today we're going to use butternut squash, and we have this really nice little peeler that we are selling. And last week I think Jenny said they will peel squash. So we've cut both ends off, and Fabiola has peeled it, and we have just a little bit more to peel. But we put this in the microwave for 4 minutes. It'll soften it, and then when we go to cut it, it'll be a lot easier to cut. So if you want to...
I want to continue peeling the squash, and that's so easy with this peeler.
Yeah, that is a very heavy-duty peeler, and it's an OXO that we are selling. Okay, so now we cut it in half.
Cut it.
Oh, she's strong to get that. But microwaving that for 4 minutes really makes a difference.
Now I'm going to take off all the seeds.
So if you want a squash with a lot of meat, you get one with a thick neck, huh?
Yes.
The thick, long neck on it, because all the seeds are in the ball.
The butternut squash is almost one of your best buys. They are $2.99 right now, and you can buy one and get one free because we've had a really nice crop of squash. So she's cleaning that out. Otherwise, it's solid meat all the way up there. Now she will cut it. My husband sharpened this knife, and so it really...
It's pretty sharp.
It's pretty sharp, yeah. We don't want to get our hands in that.
No.
So this recipe, we made one this morning, and we put it in the oven for an hour and a half, and that's what the recipe calls for. But she said in Mexico, they always put it on top of the stove because they do not have too many ovens. And I said, why don't they have ovens? And she said, it's too hot down there.
Yeah, there's two reasons why we don't use the ovens a lot.
One is it's too hot, and the other one is...
We don't have the stoves with oven.
You just don't have stove with oven. So we're going to put it in this Teflon pan, and 1/4 of a cup of water in there, and then we will just lay all these pieces in here. Very easy recipe. And you have to tell them the story about that.
I cut this on cubes, and sometimes in Mexico we leave this part because we put a piece of cane sugar here on this way. This part for our father, he can have the best part because I'm in Mexico. And then he put the milk here, and this is how he eats.
That's
So
how
we
he eats it.
save it the best part for our parents. Yes.
So we also put a stick of cinnamon in the bottom of this.
Mm-hmm.
We just lay it in there, and that gives it a flavor, because this squash, when we get all done with this and eat it, it's almost like a dessert.
Mm-hmm.
So should we put that right there? Well, it takes a little while. So she's going to cut that all up. Now, we sell these sticks of cinnamon. We have those, and they're right over there by the cider, because if you get a warm cider at the bakery with whipped cream and caramel sauce, you always get a cinnamon stick. So there we have that one whole squash in there that just filled that skillet.
It's also this size, this other squash.
Now she'll put the
cane sugar. I'll just spray it here. All the
One,
cane
it's
sugar.
1 pound or about a cup and a half.
Cup and a half. It depends how big is the squash.
if you have a really large skillet and you're putting it on there. And she said you start this out on high, and then as soon as it starts to boil a little bit, you turn it on low. So that's all that's to it. And we eat, this is the one here that we did in the oven, and so there is a lot of juice.
Yes.
But they use it as a dessert. So we have a little dish here. And then tell them how that you eat that.
Usually just put a piece of squash here, just a little bit, and
Cooled
some
down.
ones they are very tender. How you say? Yes. And you can put a little bit of milk, and this is how it looks like. Some people, they don't like milk, so they can eat it just like that and then just enjoy. Yummy, yummy.
Now we were going to say, if you do not have a cinnamon stick, you can sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon over it. But we also sell here at the orchard pumpkin pie spice blend and apple pie spice blend. And, you know, the squash are actually in the pumpkin family. So we could sprinkle a little bit of this on top. It would give it a good flavor.
Yes.
Jenny Wiegand was asking if you could use a mortar and pestle instead of a hammer. This cane sugar is really hard.
It is
It's
hard.
really hard. So I think the hammer.
It's because we use this hammer.
They use the hammer. I think.
She puts it in a plastic bag and then a cardboard.
And then with the cardboard to
So you
don't
don't-
cut
yeah.
easy the plastic bags. This is
And
how
then
we
you,
do.
and you just take your frustration out on that.
You're right.
I gotta taste this because this looks wonderful.
I just had a piece of the squash and it was really good.
And this can be a good dessert for Thanksgiving too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't like.
Now, do you usually
No.
serve it warm?
Yes.
Serve it warm.
You put cold milk on it when it's warm.
Yes.
Okay.
You would do.
Have you ever had it with ice cream?
Never tried it, but I would like to try it. Yes.
So, all right. Is that? I wonder if you could put sausage on top of that too.
Well, that would take the sweetness away.
Oh no, I thought it'd make the sausage sweet.
Oh yeah, it probably would make the sausage sweet.
Okay. Well, is that? You're gonna cook that? That cooks for how long you
This will
cook?
cook until it probably takes less time to cook it on top of the stove than it does in the oven.
Yes, because it's more hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the oven, it takes 1 hour and a half. It's 1 hour covered with aluminum foil, and then uncover it for half hour, and it's ready.
Okay.
Well, was it 2 weeks ago? Fabiola brought it in, and she had it in her crock pot. So she did it in the crock pot too. You prepared it at home.
Yeah.
And put it in here with this brown sugar or this cane sugar on it, and it was delicious. And so how long did you do it in the crock pot?
I put about 1 hour, 15 minutes or so.
1 hour and 15 minutes. So, and it was soft and done.
On high.
Yes, very tender it was. Yeah.
You cooked it on high. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, there you go. Shinolah squash is very good.
It's
It'd be
used
a good
as a dessert in Mexico.
And now here too.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Fabiola, for
Anyway.
sharing your recipe with us, and we'll have to try it hot here. It was pretty good. It's cooled off. That pan's cooled off, but it was really good, the piece I had. And so, all right. Well,
We could put it in the microwave and warm it up, and then all these employees would probably want to eat that.
Yep. So, all right. Well, this will be our last weekend. Our last Sunday open, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Starting November 1st, our hours will change. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. So this weekend is our last festival day. We have pumpkins still available to pick out in the patch, but we have no apples available for you pick anymore. So the you pick apples is done, but we do still have pumpkins, and we still have plenty of apples in our farm market for you to pick from. So hope to see you guys all this weekend. Thank you.
Plenty of apples and cider.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
Apple
thank you,
cider and
Fabiola.
donuts.
Yeah.